Alright, it is time for Ninjago. We've gone over the Star Wars stuff, we've gone over the Minecraft stuff, and we've gone over the Super Mario things. It is time to look at the Ninjago 2021 Legacy releases. And this year particularly is quite special because it is celebrating 10 whole years of the theme. The support for this theme has ever been ongoing, and it's one of LEGO's most successful themes, and I'm surprised they've kept it going for 10 years now, and it is actually just insane of how long this has been going. So Legacy has been a remake of old classic sets, and this one is Zane's Titan Mech Battle. Where this set originally originated from was from the Samurai X vs Zane battle, which came out in 2016. It had the possessed Samurai X mech, and it also had this version of Zane's Titan mech, but a much smaller and not so detailed version compared to this one. So this set is mainly focused on Zane's mech. Obviously they have massive upgrades to it, but unfortunately there is no possessed Samurai X mech here, but that is alright. This is one of those, I think this is the biggest, or this is the most expensive one, before the Giant City Garden set, which is coming out later this year, and actually, in a couple weeks actually, that set's gonna be out, so that's pretty nice. But for now, this is an $80 LEGO set, and yeah. So, without further ado, let's take a look right at it. Alright, let us look at the Titan Mech itself. Look at this thing. This thing is tall, but it's not super tall. It is at a relative size compared to another set we've gotten in the past, which is Lloyd's Titan Mech, but this one isn't that bad at all. It is one of those that will look nice on the shelf, but will also function in major playability for sure. So certainly this has its pros, but it also has a lot of cons, and the first con I want to point out is the legs. What do I mean by that? Notice how the weight of this is heavy, right? So it's always forward or it's back. And you notice how I can move this with ease. The main problem here is the ball joints at the bottom here, which is great, provides great articulation for this mech. However, it can't really sustain the weight of this overall mech. And so a solution for this would probably be to add those Hero Factory CCBS friction adders on here, which will give the legs a little more resistance and friction, thus allowing the legs to be on a more solid, stable foundation, if you will. So it is, yeah, so there's that. So that is the first major hiccup that I noticed after putting this set together. And it's not bad. Obviously, if you have your own friction adders, you can modify it yourself, but officially LEGO, that is one of the main problems with this. The design of the legs itself looking very nice. I love the usage of the these pieces here for the knee joints. However, the knees themselves cannot be moved. That's alright. You know, they're kind of locked in place, although they are attached in ball sockets, but that's alright. You can't really like do a lot of sick poses, you know. Actually, wait, I'm pretty sure you can. I don't think I'm just pushing hard. No, yeah, you can. Never mind. Forget what I said. Okay, never mind. So the legs can be. That means the knees can be buckled. That is good. It's just I wasn't pressing hard enough. There you go. All right, there you go. Forget what I said. The legs can be moved. The knees can be moved with ease, but still doesn't fix the problem with the feet themselves, with the frictions with the ankles. So that still needs to be fixed. But posability, there you go. The knees can be moved. Ignore what I said about it not being able to move. So that's whoops. Sometimes when I build these sets, I don't really exactly pay attention, and yeah. So there you go. Here's the back of the mech, by the way. You can see there is a storage compartment here for the Zane's bow and arrow, and also an extra sword right there. The main torso build, very nice. I love this, almost like a falcon-like style build on the torso. So that looks great. I think that's design. In terms of design, it's very well. These are extra little bits attached to ball sockets on the side, and that is also all right. My favorite thing though has to be the shoulders here. The shoulder armor here is pretty well covered, and the way it's built, again, I think this is a new piece. They use it on the cockpits here, as well as the 2 shoulder armor up here. I think this is a new piece, but it does look really good, and I think if Lego uses more of these pieces, it would be great, because those are great. I want to see more of that piece in different colors. I'm talking about the V-shape thing here, this thing. So, articulation for the arms. You can fold the armor back. That way you can move the arms up, so it has that flexibility, and that's good. The wrists or the elbow can be moved with an ease with just simple ball joints. The design though on this, you got a sticker here, which is alright, and then you've got the if I can find it, yeah, here, you can move the wrist, obviously. Unfortunately, there's no attachment points on the hands themselves for you to hold stuff, except that although they do have, the Mech here does have fingers, but it's supposed to be bare-handed. At the bottom here, he has a single blade, which is a little small in my opinion. It would have been nice to get a much larger sword blade that the Mech can utilize for combat, because that seems like a dagger style, or like Assassin's Creed style dagger, if I will, like the hidden blade, like that. And it's good, but I feel like the Mech deserves a better, stronger, longer weapon. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Apart from that, oh yes, you can tuck the dagger itself away if you want to at the back when he's not in combat, and then you can just lift it up. That is just done with ease. That is pretty much it for this side of the arm. And then this arm, very similar thing. Nothing particularly different. The articulation is still the same. You can still move it up with ease. And then the weapon here is what's different. He's got this wrist razor saw shield blade thing, call it whatever you want. Again, the wrist is rotatable, so this would be good if the Mech is descending down a mountainside or something and then just cut. Actually, I think this weapon might be better for slowing down falls, but still, yeah. So this Mech does have some good weapons on both arms, but like I said, this Mech really deserves a bigger, longer weapon. You know, a much better utilized weapon that he can actually hold and combat other Mechs with, instead of just grabbing and using his wrist hand motioned weapons, if you will. So the last thing, of course, is the upper part of the Mech up here. So we've got the main head, which is again a falcon like build with stickers on top, and of course this is on a ball joint, so you can kind of give it a bit of expression if you want. This is an antenna probably for radio communications, and to lift Zane now, you just simply move this all the way back. You can't really lift this up, so this is all the space you're gonna get to get Zane out. So let's do exactly just that. So let's get Zane out, and then I can show you inside the cockpits with the levers, the control sticks for him to control the Mech. We slap this back down. This is what it looks like without Zane in it. And then finally, the last thing is got some overhead spring-loaded shooters on both sides. So let's just fire one for the video. Oh, it didn't even launch. There we go. And yeah, so apart from that, the Mech overall is great. It could just use some improvements on the foundations. Articulation is great, including the knees. The arms have great articulation as well. And yeah, so the Mech itself is great. I'm genuinely really happy with it. The design looks great, and honestly, when I see I can foresee a kid picking this up and playing with it and having some great fun with it. So yeah, it's a great Mech. So it is time to look at the minifigures, and these are no ordinary minifigures. Ladies and gentlemen, the minifigures here there's 4 minifigures, but I want to focus on these 3 first because the 4th one is the legacy minifigures. So first and foremost, let's look at Zane here, of course, the ninja who owns this Mech. I think this is a brand new legacy outfit. Finally, I was starting to get bored of the old legacy suits that the Lego kept using for 2 consecutive years. changing from every once in a while, and finally, since 2019, we have a new outfit design for our legacy ninjas. So here's Zane. He's got his shoulder armor. Take that off. This is his titanium face, not his normal human-like face. And yeah, so nothing too special for him, although with the new design, looks great. And then we have Goltar, one of the fan favorite ghost characters. He's one of those tough, goofy ghosts who carries this huge scythe. Like, geez, I think these are reused pieces from 2016, the original Ghost blades. I mean, all the ghost figures used this the ghost-like bottom, the ghost-like torso, the little like spirit flame-like piece here. Goltar here does wear a Sensei Wu hat. Take that off. He's got his nice transparent head. He has this mouth guard right there. And honestly, yeah, Goltar is one of those goofy, clumsy ghosts. And it's glad to see him in Legacy. And I don't have the original Goltar, but it's nice to finally have Goltar, even if it's not the original. So there's that. The other ghost in the set is Soul Archer. He is one of the iconic ghosts, again, from the season. What he's known for is his whistling arrows, and the camera focus, I can probably tell you, there we go. So basically what the arrows that he shoot, he doesn't miss. The arrows follow their targets. They're like guiding missiles, and when he fires an arrow right at you, your best bet is to find something else for the arrow to hit so it doesn't hit you. So, because even if you try dodging and running, it will follow you until it hits something or hits you. So, yeah, again, like Goltar, it is nice to see Soul Archer in Legacy form. Even though I don't have the original, once again, it's still nice to get him. He is wearing a much updated gi, because, well, in the past they had a different mold for the gi for Soul Archer, so this is new, I think. So we take that off. There we go. Here's his face. I think it's the same face as before, so nothing new there. So these are the three normal figures. These are my favorites, but of course everyone wants to set because of this new special Legacy figure. And that is this sucker, the 10-year anniversary Legacy J. Even comes in his own stand with an exclusive printed piece here saying 10 years for Ninjago, the legendary Lego theme. This is the stand for him to stand on. And look at it, it's basically a golden ninja version of J. That is so cool, and it's definitely going to be a collectible given they've also included a stand. This will look fantastic on the shelf or in the minifigure display case. And he's got two golden katanas on his back. Take off his really cool molded gi here. That's still his Lego Ninjago movie face. I was kind of hoping for a special figure like this, that they make a new face prints for him, but turns out they're gonna keep the Ninjago movie faces for them for a very long time. So yeah, so this is the exclusive. Gotta love this new armor piece for you to hold the swords at the back. In the past, they've done many of this, but this is a new mold, I think, and it's definitely really cool. So Legacy J. Throughout the other Legacy sets, they each have an exclusive Legacy Ninja minifigure. In the City Gardens, we'll get Legacy Wu, so I can't wait to see that. But there you go, the one Legacy figure in the set, not bad at all for J. So this is the special figure one. Alright, it's time to wrap up. Alright, it is box time. The last thing we're going to do in this video. And this is a $80 set, so hence the box is a little bit on the bigger side. Set 71738 with 840 pieces. We got a nice cliffside photograph here representing the scene from the episode where Zane actually drives his mech and fends off against the ghost and the possessed Samurai X mech. So there's that. Really love the new style packaging with the golden ninja, with the Legacy version of the ninja. We do have the Legacy J here, which you saw earlier, and I think, yep, there's another artwork of Legacy J on the side here. So on the back of the box, showing you all the play features, including the articulable knees. I feel so bad for messing that up, but There you go. So, yep, and it shows you some photographs of the actual thing in the episodes in season 5. And at the bottom, you just get all the legacy figures collection, if you will. So, there's that. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the box. And yeah, nothing too fancy for this box. I like it. 2 years ago in 2019, we got a Lloyd Titan Mech. That one looked great, but now I'm looking at this one, Zane's Titan Mech. I know it's a remake of the original, but I think it's a lot better than Lloyd's Titan Mech. It's small, it has a good color scheme, and it's not super heavy. However, the main problem, like I said, was within the legs. If they included the CCPS friction adder or give some resistance to the bottom, maybe the legs would have a better, stronger foundation, because obviously the top of the mech is very heavy, and therefore it kind of throws off the weight sometimes. And so, but apart from that, I'm very happy of this mech. This is one of the few Ninjago mechs I am personally really fond of. The Samurai X mech obviously is a classic. I love that one as well, but this one is definitely one of those alongside the Samurai X mech that has hit the spot with me. So I would recommend this set highly, and I will give this a 7 out of 10. Some major problems, maybe give Zane an actual weapon for him to hold, and probably work on fixing those legs. But apart from that, it is not a bad set at all. Yeah, so in the meantime, that is it for now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And in the future, I will continue to produce the other Legacy 2021 sets. So, we'll see you then in those ones. And if you want to see the other Ninjago stuff, there is an entire playlist. Go check that out. And that is it for this one. Talk to you again later. Bye for now.